Здравствуйте, товарищи, and it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to the first part of our Let's Play of Total War Warhammer. And it's a new era here on this channel because my new gaming computer has finally arrived. I got it yesterday, and I've had the opportunity to test some of its limits, and I couldn't be happier with the results. I was playing XCOM 2 yesterday in 4K, and it was so beautiful I almost cried. And I've had the opportunity to give Warhammer a couple performance test runs, and it looks incredible. So I don't want to take up too much time here, but I know a lot of people are curious to know the exact parts that have gone into this machine, because I've been talking about it for quite some time, and it's really an exciting moment. To be quite honest, this is the computer I've always hoped and dreamed that I would have one day. So start off, the processor is an Intel Core i7 6700K 4.2 gigahertz 8 megabytes processor. Motherboard is a Z170 Sabertooth S motherboard, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, but the main thing that ties this whole gaming machine together is the brand new NVIDIA GTX 1080 graphics card, and I'm hoping to do a little video where I show off some of the tests I've been doing on this card and what it can actually do. And like I said, it's been amazing. Just having the opportunity to go back and play some of these games in a new resolution, it feels like a whole new experience. But without further ado, let's start off our Let's Play here. And in Warhammer Total War, we have 5 factions to choose from at the beginning. We have the Empire, the Dwarves, the Greenskins, or I just call them the Orcs, the Vampire Counts, and the Warriors of Chaos. So I've spent quite a bit of time thinking about which faction I would do for this Let's Play, and I eventually eliminated it to one singular choice. I was debating for quite some time between the Orcs and the Vampire Counts. A lot of people wanted the Orcs to be the feature of this Let's Play, but I just can't pass up the opportunity to play as a zombie undead army. In typical dictatorial fashion, I would enjoy slaughtering millions of people, burning their lands, and of course leading armies of fodder to their doom. So the Vampire Counts definitely appeal to me. So after a long process of elimination, I've decided these are the guys we're going with. So without further ado, let's jump right in here. Oh no, we're gonna enable the introduction. Let's see. Faction leader, Manfred von Karstein, powerful melee fighter, leader, and wizard, has access to both the lore of the vampires and lore of death. Faction effects, campaign movement +5, all characters. Upkeep, -10% for Grave, Guard, and Black Knight units. Description. Yeah, we don't need to read that.
War is eternal. As inevitable as the grave. The old world, the rotting corpse within. Some fools think it worth saving. But there are beings who wish to bring about an eternal night. I am a bearer of lore to those with such power. master, Manfred, has returned from the dead once more. He marches on the von Carstein ancestral pile of Castle Dragonhof. For I have brought him ill news that a master necromancer has claimed the fortress as his own. Manfred must retake his ancient stronghold, and either destroy the usurper within, or bind him to his will.
I think we'll be able to do that.
Feeble witch, come hence from mine fortress, and kneel before thy lord. Drakenhof stones are bound by mortar of mine own blood, while yours shall be sprayed across the battlefield as I wrench the head from thine shoulders.
So,
Your forces begin their attack, my lord. See for yourself.
we're going to do the tutorial. So, we are running this game right now, currently, at maximum, completely maxed out settings on a 4K resolution. And, like I said, the game just looks phenomenal. It just looks amazing. Get up here.
Be sure to join the fight yourself. The warriors will be greatly inspired by your presence.
Swift as death's wings.
And I'm debating what resolution we're going to continue the Let's Play at, but we're going to start at max. And if it doesn't run smoothly at 4K, we'll bump down the resolution to 1440. But I've had the opportunity to play a little bit of Warhammer Total War before I've done the Let's Play, which is not always the case with these games. And so I'll give you guys some of my initial thoughts on Warhammer Total War. Right now I feel like it's 2 steps forward, 1 step backward.
Show them that von Carstein once again stalks Sylvania.
Go get him, buddy. But I feel like it's 2 steps forward, 1 step backward for Creative Assembly. Because there are certain aspects of it that are just done incredibly well. For example, the game is optimized, well, not beautifully, but very well. And I haven't had any issues with the game crashing or bugs or lag or hiccups or anything like that, and which is a vast improvement over other Creative Assembly launches. So they got that down this time. As well, the battles themselves look incredible. The detail is unbelievable, and just watching these horrific creatures go toe to toe is an incredible treat. So they've really that's cool. So they've really polished and refined the battle aspects of Total War and sort of the graphical aspects of Total War. But it's a step back, I feel like, in the sense that the scale doesn't feel as grand, especially as it especially doesn't feel as grand as Rome Total War 2, because say what you want about that game, but oh, these are my own guys. But say what you want about Rome 2, the battles were incredibly sophisticated, and I loved the complexity they brought. Like, when you're sieging a city, you can have armies marching on the gates, you have navies fighting at the same time, they're doing beach landings, you know, all these different aspects are coming together to create some really spectacular battles. This game doesn't have that, and the siege battles are a little bit disappointing because I haven't found another battlefield that looks different than this. So they're all the map variety is also decreased. As well as some people might disagree with me, but I just feel like there's less to do in the Grand Campaign. There's less variety. in this grand campaign in comparison to previous Total Wars. But if they could combine like the battles and the optimization this game has with that grand scale of Total War, or sorry, Rome 2, it would be the perfect Total War game. So look at this. What the hell is this thing? It's a Varghoof. Look at this. Look at this thing. Destroy these zombies. Holy crap. What do I have here? Bolts of dark magic, withering flesh, and blackening bone. Caster, turns the dead, symbols, restoring friendly targets. Sure, let's restore us. Are these guys like baby Varghoofs? Can't see what they are. Varg heists. Okay. Man, look at some of these monsters. So when it comes to the actual Warhammer universe, I'm not as familiar with the medieval version of. Excuse me. I'm not as familiar with the medieval version of Warhammer as I am the 40k version. So a lot of the aspects of this universe are new to me, but I am somewhat familiar with the Total War universe, or not, sorry, Total War universe, Warhammer universe. I don't think Total War could be its own universe. What do they ride skeleton horses? Of course they ride skeleton horses. Oh man. God, these guys look like, they remind me of the Undead army from Lord of the Rings. Another reason why I really wanted to play as the Undead is because I'm hoping that one of their secret units will be Cronenberg Morty or something like that. God, this Varghoof is, he seems to be taking his time. What is left? No, these guys are on my side. Burgundy's on my side. Looks like their general's the only guy that's left. My fellow general. What are these things? Crypt horrors. God, look at the designs. They're awesome. Look at these fucking ridiculous things. At least they're coming to help. And I'm happy about the way they implemented the magical aspects of the game. I always worry that they're going to become too predominant, and you know, the magic and spells will overwhelm the strategy aspects of the game, which hasn't happened.
The enemy servants of that pretender are driven from your castle. Victory!
How are these guys? How can you even stop these guys? They're like unstoppable. That's something unfortunate I have noticed, is that I feel the the load screen times, they feel pretty slow. They could be a lot faster, I guess. seeing a sweet time. I've got a lot of things that I want to say and want to talk about, but I don't want to get into a story or a spiel and then be interrupted by that old guy telling me what I need to do. It's funny though, because that old guy, he's the advisor for everybody. He doesn't give a shit. He'll betray whoever.
I thank you for your offer of immortality, sire. But I shall forego the blood kiss for now. I'm more useful to you alive, for there is much to be done. The Templehof interloper has fled back to his fortress, and Drakenhof is secure. But enemies abound on all sides. See for yourself. Van Kruger has retreated to Castle Templehof, a fortress he wrongly claims as his own. It will take some effort to wrench him out.
Okay.
The dwarfs control the mountain passes to the south. They are no friends of your kind, and will strike out at you if allowed.
You can never trust those dwarves.
Passage to the west is blocked by the Dark Lords of Schwarzhafen, sire. They have feuded with Van Kruger in the past, and no doubt watch your struggle against him keenly.
Alright, give me one quick second here. And we're back. I'm using Shadowplay to record this footage right now, and I had some trouble with it last time. And I don't know if that was the program or my computer, so I'm giving it a second chance, and thus far, we're doing good.
Van Kruger is nothing more than a feeble lich, a necromancer that needs bringing to heel. You must advance against Templehof, seize his possessions, and turn the dead against their former master. Excellent. The enemy scries your movements. The necromancer will no doubt be planning counter-maneuvers of his own. Your forces are depleted by battle, sire. Yet such a shortfall is easily solved by your kind. Raise the slain to fight it. Your army must remain in place whilst raising new bodies to fight. Soon it will be swollen with the dead, my lord. Drakenhof has suffered in your absence, sire. But now Von Carstein inhabits its halls once more. You can restore the castle back to its former majesty. Provide more room for the excellent construction will begin. Seek ways to further even your vast knowledge of the dark arts, my lord. Put your most devious minions to work.
Alright, Book of Arcane.
Your methods of war.
We'll start there. What's their tech tree look like? Okay, 4 books.
Good. In time, the knowledge they gain will surely aid your... My lord, there is nothing more you can do now. Let us away.
Okay, he's coming out.
Van Kruger knows his position is weak and has sent out an army to check your advance. Their strength can be added to your own. Attack!
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Yeah, I'm just gonna auto-resolve this battle. What do we got? Return captives, which gives you loot or money essentially, but diminishes your casualty replenishment rate. You can murder them, giving your guys leadership points, or replenish or dominate them and replenish them. I generally replenish my troops after battle.
Eschen is vulnerable to attack, Dark Lord. Seize it from the enemy to open a new front to the north.
That's macabre.
I will do exactly that.
Agreed.
Yeah, so every general has vastly expanded talent tree here, which goes a long way to making your generals and armies feel unique. But for now, I'm going to give them increased campaign movement range, because we got shit to do, and the faster we get it done, the better. Now he's moving to hold the line there. Interesting. Well, I think I might be able to wipe them out here, if I'm lucky. My army's big enough to
Attack! Kill them!
Oh,
Raise
nice.
them.
I don't even have to fight this on the battlefield. So this is something that I dislike intensely about the new Warhammer Total War, and that is the battles are no longer fought inside the settlements unless it's an actual major settlement. They're always fought outside on the fields, which, in one hand, I guess they did that to stop me from doing what I did in Attila Total War, which is like exploiting the small garrisons to destroy large numbers of other troops, but still, it's something I miss. As well as there's no naval battles, which also is kind of a drag. But I think I've already pretty much got these guys beat. Took me like 3 turns.
The taint of undeath is spread by your conquests, mighty lord. Your realm grows, and more distant lands now fall under your gaze. The Empire and other
What
kingdoms
can I
of men
build?
lie to the north and west. There you may feast, for the living are plentiful.
Don't worry, I'll get there.
Reports are coming in of a living expeditionary force close to your territory, my lord. Such a threat cannot be tolerated. Show them that you are master of these lands once again. Insolence!
So anyway, let's build some new infrastructure here. So we can build Defiled Cairn. What does this give me? Crypt Ghouls. We can also build a Sinister Corpse. Gives me Direwolves, Fell Bats. Some military buildings. What are these? Military support. Nice cities aren't big enough to build any military support, and what's this? Economic infrastructure. +3 corruption, +20 growth. Income plus public order. Income generated. We definitely need as much income as we can get. So let's exploit those gold mines. Why zombies need gold? I don't know, but maybe they trade it with the dwarves and humans. I mean, they're civilized zombies, I guess.
The dead may be summoned to your will, my lord. Rapidly augment your forces by raising the slain.
Oh. These guys have quite a garrison.
Then go. None shall live. March. Darkness comes. Wipe them out. Destroy them.
Jeez, we're just kicking these guys' ass. We've already reunited the whole province.
Darkness comes. Thou darest.
So what edicts can I do? +1 experience for all new recruits. Plus tax rate, growth, public order. I got lots of money, and we have lots of extra upkeep. So let's recruit a new lord. Let's get a necromancer. I like this guy. I like his sneer. His sneer is particularly appealing to me.
It will be done.
We can vary up his army a little bit. That's good.
Come, impress me.
Let's do the same for you.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Ah, crap. Okay. I did this in the wrong order. I want to recruit, I want to fill up my main army ranks first. And then this guy
Bats and
can
wolves, gather.
get all the jabronis he needs. Actually... There we go. Equal number swordsmen and spearmen. Beauty.
I advise you to seek ways to further your methods of war, my lord.
Thanks for the tip, bro. Recruitment cost, -10 for skeleton warriors, skeleton spearman units. Sounds good to me. Increases melee attack. Oh shit, I got 3 skill points to use. Let's give him some spells too. Let's raise the dead. That sounds like it'll be useful. So I gotta tell you guys, I feel like a new man right now, to be quite honest. So if you had watched my recent video log where I talked about my experience going through the training academy for my new job, it's definitely been a life-altering experience for me. And I couldn't be happier to have had it, to be quite honest. I'm wrapping up. I graduate on this upcoming Tuesday, so 2 days from now. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. You could take your peace treaty and shove it. Okay, one more turn and they'll be fully healed.
Everything dies.
But I couldn't be happier for the experience. And I'm going to graduate this Tuesday with a large amount of pride. And quite honestly, I feel like this experience has filled a huge void that's existed in my life. That it's given me skills that I've always knew were necessary, but never spent the time or energy to develop on my own. And this training has given me these certain set of skills that are infinitely valuable, I feel like. So this is a quest battle. We have to fight them. I can't auto-resolve it, but I think we're going to kick poor Hans's ass. Hans, the one-eyed general. But just learning, getting in shape has increased my confidence considerably. But I've always been a guy, you know, that... I'll let him have his speech, I guess.
Arise, grave-bound. I command thee to attend. Franz, the son of whores and tumorous burgomeisters, thinks the crown is his. But the house of the Reichland electors is tainted. As the last great Count of Stirland, mine claim is the truest. I should be emperor. I will be emperor. Bring thy swords. Go, mine minions. Reap death. Dance a dance macabre.
Thank you for the rousing speech to your zombies. I don't think the speech is going to inspire them. I don't know if they're capable of being inspired by such things. But anyway, as I was saying, I've always been a guy who's been focused on more academic skills and more theoretical knowledge than practical applications in life. And this training has given me the practical skills that I never had and never had the opportunity to develop. And I feel once you can combine that more academic, theoretical type of knowledge with a practical set of skills, you're quite a formidable person. So I feel like much more of a badass, I guess. coming out of this experience.
Mortals quail.
Yeah, we should not let them destroy these bats. Yeah, I bet these guys are pretty fucking terrified. Actually, let's slow it down so I can coordinate this charge across the marches. So this poor scouting party of 961 Empire soldiers got stranded in this swampy, mucky marshland, facing almost 2,500 undead zombies. So sad day for these guys. They're frightened by it. Only I would be fucking frightened by it, to be quite honest. The zombies march across the swampy ground. Oh, this would be like a horrible fucking place to be. To die fighting these zombies in the muck and marsh. What a way to go. These poor, sorry bastards. Oh, if I can sneak these skeletal warriors in here, I would love that. Get rid of these missile units. These zombies can attack from behind. So what do I have?
Agreed. Come right now.
Thought I could raise the dead. Oh, that's raise the dead. Here we go. Oh wow, it gives me a whole new set of units. That's pretty friggin' sweet. Can't complain about that, that's for sure. No, my Varghoof. Oh well. It's gonna be fine. Well, that's one way to get rid of missile units, is with these bats. It says, I'm winning decisively. Winning slightly. Yeah, not much these guys can do. Wow, these bats are pretty versatile units. Good enough for me. Wow, they even lost more units than we did. And those zombies